All right, welcome back to the stream. Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to get into a variety of topics, but this first topic we are going to get into our favorite Tesla inventory site is going to be taken down. It is going to be taken down temporarily. We'll give you a quick update on that, and this is going to be unfortunate because we have been using this site for at least the past 6 months just to track all the different inventory, and I'll give of course explain how we've been using this site, and it's not at a loss because there's another site that we also use on top of that we can try and track, but it's gonna be tough because we've been predicting incentives, we've been predicting promotions that Tesla has been rolling out based upon inventory counts, and now we're going to lose a little bit of visibility from that. But don't worry, we're still going to be talking every single day about the best deal on a Tesla and of course the best financing. So definitely hit that subscribe if you're interested. And so usually this is where I roll my Patreon, or this is where I roll my intro, but thanks for joining in. My name is Dennis. I love talking about Tesla hacking, as I like to call it, but basically just getting the best behind Tesla at the best financing rate. So definitely hit that subscribe if you're interested. And today's video is actually sponsored by my Patreon link down below in the description, where you can get access to the ultimate Tesla buying guide that has links to all the best financing rates for financing your Tesla. So definitely check it out. Patreon link down below in the description. And thank you to my latest Patreon members. We've got Vinu, Jen, Milan, and then also I just spoke to Julian with on a call because he had some questions. So thank you for joining in. And so let us take a look at this. And so here is the site. So waiting for Tesla.com, as you know, pretty recently Tesla disabled the inventory trackers, or at least the Tesla inventory API, so that the inventory trackers could not get an accurate count of inventory. That's what happened right here. You can see there's a massive drop of Tesla Model Y inventory the past few days, and that's not necessarily because Tesla vehicles were selling. Even though there are less vehicles posted onto the website, we can only suspect that Tesla could be manipulating is a pretty harsh word, right? Doing something so that Tesla vehicles are not being shown onto the website. But here's the exact statement from Matt Young. Here it is, quote, "Tomorrow afternoon, June 22nd, quote, I will be taking tesladata.mattyoung.net offline temporarily until I have more confidence in the data it displays. If you want to grab a screenshot of previous data, do it before then." And this is sad because we've been taking a look at these inventory sites for a while now, especially for the past 6 months, and we've been tracking it because when Tesla inventory gets high, when it gets to these peaks, then that's when we know Tesla will do some sort of change, whether it's a pricing change, a pricing drop, or more incentives, supercharging miles, free, all that stuff. That's when we know it actually happens. But when inventory gets low, when it gets in these valleys, just like a stock price, I guess, like that's when Tesla raises the price. That's when they bring it. They take away all different incentives. But of course, Tesla might be looking to not show as much data. I mean, they don't report an actual model by model. They don't break out Model 3 and Model Y sales data, at least in the US. And so they could be trying to just show less inventory on the websites. But of course, you know, we still have our other favorite websites, waiting for Tesla.com. Shout out to TJ and the team. We've got 164 Model 3s posted onto the website. And yesterday we highlighted that they have dumped their demo inventory into the actual website. So you can actually take a look at them. You can take a look at it and see that there are 93 demos actually available for sale across the country. And here's one actually in California with a almost $3,000 discount. Here's another one. If you want blue, if you want to pay the same price, or maybe just what, $300 more in Brandon, you can get a $3,600 discount. You can see there are plenty of deals across the states, across the country, that you can get a Tesla Model 3 right now, plus an enhanced discount, plus the $7,500 federal tax credit as long as you qualify as an individual use yourself. There are plenty of deals and plus a lot of state incentives that you can get on top of that. And then of course Model S, Model X have plenty of vehicles out there as well, plus demo discounts. Model Y is still a little tricky. We've got 143 brand new Tesla Model Ys posted onto the website. Sorting it by demo vehicle though, there's only 16 demo Tesla vehicles that have an extra enhanced discount on top of that. So I still suspect, if you're looking for a Model Y demo, I still suspect that in the near future, maybe even by the end of this week, it's only midweek, it's only Wednesday, we could potentially see more discounts and more incentives in the very near future. So you could hold out just a little bit longer, but just be ready, because if you place a deposit within these next week and a half, Tesla is going to for sure pressure you to take delivery by the end of this month. So just be aware of that. That they could be trying to get you to take delivery, because they got to hit their sales number, they got to hit their end of quarter number, so they will definitely try and pressure you to take delivery by the end of this month. But definitely some pretty interesting stuff. Let me know what your thoughts on it. It is unfortunate that Matt Young doesn't believe that the data coming out from Tesla is correct, so he is going to be starting to put a pause in taking it down temporarily. So it definitely a sad day, because we have certainly been going to these websites day in and day out just to track all the different inventory accounts, because when inventory goes up, that's when incentives come out, and when inventory goes down, pricing goes up and all that stuff. But don't fret. If you still want your own incentive, if you still want to get an extra 500 supercharger miles, that's where you can use a Tesla referral code, just like the one down below in the description. Because if you use our Tesla referral code, you can get an extra 500 supercharger miles or 1500 loot box credits. So definitely check it out. Tesla referral code down below in the description. And thank you to everybody that has used our Tesla referral code in the past, and also everyone that has used our Tesla referral code in the future. I want to give back. We're kicking off another giveaway this Friday. We've got one giveaway ending this Friday. Shout out to Vion.parts for sponsoring the last giveaway that's also ending this Friday. We're giving away a Model Y sunshade for your roof of the all glass roof. So if you want to enter into this, head on over to our community page on the YouTube channel so you can actually join in and enter. And then this Friday we are actually kicking away, or let me show you actually where, if you want to enter into this giveaway, go to the community page right here, scroll down like 5 posts down to I think this one right here. Yep. And that's where you can enter into this video, so you can enter in for the Model Y sunshade giveaway. But this Friday we are kicking off another giveaway. Shout out to 3D Mats USA, also linked down below in the description when you check out that discount code. We're going to give away a set of all-weather floor mats for your Model Y or Model 3. So definitely, if you're interested in winning a set of brand new all-weather floor mats for your Tesla Model 3 or Model Y, definitely hit that subscribe, because this Friday I'm going to give you the exact instructions on how to join in, win, and join in for the 2-week giveaway. But definitely some pretty interesting stuff with Matt Young temporarily taking down the Tesla inventory site, because there's just too many things going on right now with Tesla. So Tesla inventory. So if you're still looking to try and find vehicles, definitely head on over to waitingfortesla.com, where you can see individual exact vehicles with added extra discounts. And of course, definitely use a Tesla referral code, just like the one down below in the description. And also, we're going to jump into the next topic. But before we do that, this video is actually sponsored by my Patreon link. Down below in the description is the Patreon link where you can support the channel, and there's a variety of benefits, but some of them include actually scheduling a call with me, where you can ask me any questions about buying a Tesla, selling a Tesla, or even financing a Tesla. And after you join the Patreon, you get my Tesla buying guide, which is the ultimate Tesla buying guide out there that has all the interest rates for financing your Tesla, all lower than Tesla financing at 5.69%. So definitely check it out. Patreon link down below in the description. All right, water break. Thanks for joining in, everybody. I know it's a little bit later than usual. We are in a different time zone right now, but we will be back to our normal, regularly scheduled program tomorrow. So definitely check that out. Hit the subscribe and join in tomorrow as well. But see, Steven, thanks for coming in. Lucas, thanks for coming in. I'll get to all the live stream questions, because that's the benefit, right? You can come in here and ask anything you want, and then we will certainly get to it at a certain point. In this next topic, Ford's CEO Jim Farley has just called out the Tesla Cybertruck and has basically criticized it, basically saying it is not a truck for real truck owners. So we'll take a look at it. But if you're just joining in, my name is Dennis. I love talking about Tesla hacking, as I like to call it. So definitely hit that subscribe if you're interested. And so let us take a look at this. Shout out to Electric. They posted this. Ford CEO dismisses the Tesla Cybertruck, quote, and says, "I make trucks for real people who do real work." So of course, all the Tesla fans are not liking the statement from the Ford CEO. And here's the exact quote. The quote, "The reality is America loves an underdog, and we are the market leader for EV trucks and EV vans. And we know those customers better than anyone. And if Elon Musk wants to design a Cybertruck for Silicon Valley people, fine. It's like a cool and high-end product parked in front of hotels, but I don't make trucks like that. I make real trucks. I make trucks for real people who do real work, and that's a different kind of truck." So I guess he's just not a fan of the Tesla Cybertruck. I mean, it does look outlandish. I mean, it's made out of metal. It's cyberpunkish, but I mean, it is going to be interesting to see when these vehicles start to actually roll out into the real workforce, into the fleet buyers, and to see how it will be tested in off-road situation, capability situations, and all the different the hard work that a lot of people use their F-150s or other trucks more so onto that. So it's going to be very interesting to see when this actually comes out, because people are going to put this through the paces. They're going to take it off-roading. They're going to make it haul stuff. They're going to load it with a bunch of stuff. People are basically doing that with their Rivians right now. And so it will be interesting. And of course, Tesla is going to make a lot of headlines, whether this truck does well or if it basically falls on its face. But basically, so definitely some pretty interesting stuff. It's funny that Ford, after basically joining the NACS charging standard with Tesla and using up or making a partnership to use their Tesla supercharging network, is now kind of flipping and saying, "Hey, we're not buddy with Tesla," and I still don't believe necessarily in their truck. But definitely some pretty interesting stuff. Let me know what your thoughts on it. Of course, Tesla Twitter is not a fan of this. So, of course, here's a post from Mars Catalog saying, quote, "a real work truck." And you can see in this video the piece of the truck bed is hanging off for whatever reason, and the person is just messing with it at the end of the day. Here's another tweet from Sorry Merritt, basically saying the same thing, and how the Ford CEO is just basically ragging on the Cybertruck and not saying it is a real truck at the end of the day. But definitely some pretty interesting stuff. Let me know what your thoughts on it. We're going to jump into the next topic, but before we do that, this video is actually sponsored by our Patreon link. Down below the description is the Patreon link where you can support the channel and get access to the ultimate Tesla buying guide out there with all the best interest rates to finance your Tesla. So definitely check out Patreon link down below in the description. All right, let's see what else we got. Lucas, thanks for coming in. Corey, thanks for coming in. I'll get to your questions after. Let's do one more topic and then we'll certainly get to your questions. But if you're just joining in, welcome. Matt Jung has alerted us that he will be taking down temporarily his Tesla inventory site. It's going to be a sad day, at least for the next few weeks or months or whatever this is going to be, that the inventory tracking is going to be down, because we've been taking a look at this almost every single day, tracking the inventory counts as they go up, go down. So it will be a sad day that he is going to take this down, but we still have other options. We've got waitingfortesla.com where we can still see inventory and specific inventory, and then of course total counts. But it is interesting that Tesla has blocked whatever it is, or maybe they figured a way how to not show these aggregators how many vehicles are actually out there on a day-to-day basis. In this next topic, just a little bit of a PSA, I stumbled upon a really cool site if you are a Tesla shareholder, Tesla investor, because this site allows you to estimate certain things about your stock ownership, your Tesla price history trackers, and all the different stuff. So we'll talk about it. But if you're just joining in, my name is Dennis. I love talking about Tesla hacking, as I like to call it, and I'm also a Tesla shareholder. So definitely hit that subscribe if you're interested. And so let us take a look at this. Shout out to Barbara on Twitter. Twitter. Great website created by SBank for Tesla investors. Quote, calculate how much your Tesla investor is worth by entering your share count, also your price targets from various members of the Tesla Twitter community, along with potential value of your investment based on Elon and Kathy's price targets or analysis. So if you take a look at it, if you open it up, you can actually look, it's run by Microsoft Power BI, and you can put in how many shares that you actually own. It will tell you today how much that's actually worth, depending on all these different things. You can see all the different stats in terms of like all-time high, 52-week high, 52-week low. But what's really interesting with this is if you take a look at it, there's a bunch of people down here, a bunch of analysts, and you can see all the different people on what they actually think the stock price will actually be at, and then also based upon age of target date and what's that potential value of your shares if those targets are actually hit. So pretty cool stuff, something to just look at, you know, take it for whatever it's worth, that you can play around with, you know, play some hypothetical situations based upon your actual share count and what you could actually believe, because you can take like an average sentiment. If you don't want to go too crazy or too, you know, bearish, then you can actually see what your shares might actually be worth in the, you know, very near future at the end of the day. But definitely some pretty interesting stuff. Let me know what your thoughts on it. Let me know what you're thinking. We're going to jump into the next topic, but before we do that, this video is actually sponsored by my Patreon link. Down below in the description is a Patreon link to support the channel, so definitely check it out if you're interested. All right, let's take a look at this. See who's in the chat. Steven, taking delivery of my Model Y long-range hardware 4 Matrix ordered in March, finally coming in next week. Thanks to your help, I messaged you a couple times. Denied a hardware for everything to get here. Nice, Steven. Thanks for dropping by with a comment. Good luck. Hopefully your delivery, everything goes well. Definitely check out some of our Tesla accessory discount codes down below in the description as well if you want to buy some Tesla accessories. And yeah, hopefully you got your financing all squared away. Hopefully the delivery appointment goes well with all the different things. And congrats to you as well for being able to get a brand new Tesla with matrix headlights for that matter. So congrats. Lucas, why is it that when I try to buy a specific Tesla that's a demo, won't let me buy it because my zip code says it's not available in my area? So unfortunately, Tesla is very strict on that. They only allow certain vehicles to be delivered within a certain market. So you have to find a demo vehicle specifically in your area. They don't like shipping those. They actually don't like shipping vehicles or transporting vehicles at all. So you really have to kind of just be on that hunt to find one at the end of the day. Corey, are sales tax and fees really that much extra? It depends on where you're at. If you're in California, Los Angeles, could be 8 to 10% on top of the MSRP or purchase price. Or if you're in like Maryland, Maryland has like a 6% sales tax plus fees and everything like that. So it really varies at the end of the day. Delta Jesus, thanks for coming in. Welcome back. Hey there, welcome. No, what? Thank you. Hopefully you're enjoying your Electron charger. Congrats to you again. And of course, we've got a couple more giveaways running on. So definitely hit that community page on our YouTube channel if you're interested in entering into those as well. Mr. Sleepy Cheese, nice haircut. No, thank you. Yeah, we're in Texas right now. The humidity is not playing with my hair or not liking my hair at all, but thank you. Alexia, same as Lucas above. I clicked reserve details on a car that I'm in SoCal, I'm in NorCal, and the website says my zip code says this vehicle is not available for your registration zip code. Oh, that's interesting. I have not heard of that between NorCal and SoCal. Usually it's like a further distance than that, but that is very interesting. I would maybe try going into your local Tesla store. Make sure you use a Tesla referral code as well, just like the one down below in the description, so you can get an extra 1,500 loot box credits. You got to make sure you bring this one with you when you go to the store and see if the manager at the store can do any sort of overriding for you, because they're going to want to get that delivery count for the end of the quarter as well. So, but that is very interesting, because usually NorCal to SoCal is pretty much fine because it's all California. It's all the same registration. But if it's other states, that's when Tesla gets a little antsy and they don't like shipping it, or they don't like transporting it for whatever the reason may be. In this next topic, quick topic, I'm just going to show you a new render that I just saw while scrolling Twitter, and this render looks amazing if it actually comes out to be this. So if you're just joining in, my name is Dennis. I love talking about Tesla hacking and SoCal, so definitely hit that subscribe if you're interested. And so let's just jump into this. Check this out. So this is from Smoke Away on Twitter. Look at this. If the Model 3 Highland project refresh comes out to look like this, I will be very excited excited to try and get one, because this has like what, it's like a little bit higher. Those are probably what, 22-inch rims, so to speak. The bumper looks crazy, the slim headlights, the blacked out bottom part, because you know that is a very nice feature that a lot of people do on their Tesla Model 3s and Model Ys. They just vinyl wrap the bottom so it has a little bit of depth and a little bit of difference. We've got the side skirts that are also blacked out or matte black as well. This looks super aggressive. It's giving me like Audi vibes or European vibes or something. So, and it's got this wide, you can see how wide and aggressive the fenders are with the wheels, and then of course you got red brake calipers and huge rims on top of that. I mean, most likely they won't do a rim like that because that does look chromy or something like that, but if it actually comes out like this would be absolutely insane. And I feel like it could convert a lot of people that are maybe have existing Model Ys, or even people that have Model Y orders that would try and switch to the Model 3, because that's the thing, right? Let's say the Model 3 comes out, the new refresh in the near future. There's gonna be a lot of people that were considering on getting a Model Y that are going to want to switch to a Model 3 instead. So Tesla's got to play this game very, very carefully to make sure they don't cannibalize Model Y sales, and or they don't cannibalize any other model sales. But definitely some pretty interesting stuff. Let me know what your thoughts on it. Shout out to Smoke Away for posting this. This looks like a crazy render at the end of the day. So we're going to heart it, review, and reshare, because it is pretty sick at the end of the day. But we're going to jump into the next topic. But before we do that, this video is actually sponsored by my Patreon link. Down below in the description is the Patreon link to support the channel, so definitely check it out if you're interested. All right, what else we got? Go zip codes. Yes, zip codes. Moses, welcome to Texas. No, thank you, Moses. Thanks for that. Yeah, we're only here, we're flying back tomorrow morning, so back to our normal usual time scheduled broadcast and everything. Go. Texas is nice. Yes, it's nice, but it's a little humid today. It was thunderstorming and pretty humid out here. Chris, Model Y is cheaper than a used one. New Model Y, yes. Want to get a Model Y? My APR is 3.24 on a current car. Chevy Tahoe 17K, it's worth 45K. Wait, you owe 17K, it's worth 45K. So that's basically what, brand new Model 3 that you can get and use with your equity. Tough to give up such a good loan, just refi if Tesla rates go down. Well, Chris, you can actually get sub 4% rates through the Patreon link down below in the description, where you can get access to the full list of all the different financing rates for financing your Tesla. But you have to go through a credit union, jump through a little bit of hoops for that. But sub 4% rates is actually very easily attainable. But yeah, 3.24, that's also really good. Our Model X right now is at 3.74, and I kind of feel like I'm locked into it. But I also don't have a massive equity like you do. I mean, you have what, $30,000 in positive equity that you could literally get not free, but you could literally get paid for Model 3 for, and of course maybe a little bit more on a Model Y. So that's a tough decision. But you're going from a massive vehicle, a Chevy Tahoe, with a lot of space, a lot of gas, and maybe a lot of maintenance, to a smaller Model Y with no maintenance, no gas. So tough. Render almost looks like an Audi e-tron and a Polestar. It's a good observation. I would say that would be my accurate assessment as well on both of those. The new Model Y appears to be a BYD car. Oh, interesting. That would be interesting if they were trying to go to that effect with that, like blending the both of those styles, plus Polestar, plus just taking everything from everybody, right? Corey, if I'm going to find a great credit union, should the cash option when paying for the order fee? It doesn't really matter, actually. I would say just do the finance option, and then after you place the deposit and after you use a Tesla referral code, just like the one down below in the description, so you can get the actual 500 supercharger miles, you got to click open the link first, then go to a vehicle ordering page, and then you got to make sure you got this green check mark in the right hand side right there so that you know it's linked up. But you can do the finance option, and then after you place the deposit, email Tesla. I mean, you don't have to do it right away, because actually you want to wait until you get your VIN anyways, and then you can tell them you're going to be using outside financing so that you don't have to go through Tesla finance. Rodrigo, hey ladies and gentlemen. No, thank you. Thanks for coming in, Rodrigo. Haven't seen you in a bit. Welcome back. Hope you're doing well. Chris, 28K equity, time to give up the V8 gas guzzler. Definitely want a Model Y, not a Model 3. Yeah, so pros and cons, right? Because you're going from a big car to a small one, but you're right. Gas guzzler, maintenance, oil changes, all that stuff, all those things add up, and so it is going to be a different, completely different experience for you at the end of the day. So in this next topic, Tesla has launched a new section of the website that shows all the different benefits of new vehicle fleet and business purchases. So we'll take a look at it and see exactly what it's talking about, because, you know, there are still benefits for us as personal people buying the vehicles, but it's good to see it from their perspective, what benefits that they can trickle down to business owners and fleet owners. But if you're just joining in, my name is Dennis. I love talking about Tesla hacking, as it's called, so definitely hit that subscribe if you're interested. And so let us take a look at this. So if you go to the Tesla website right now, if you pull it up, there's actually a new section called fleet and business. You can see this by going into the menu section right here. I know it's a little bit cut off. Go down to the sixth one down is to the fleet one right here, and this gives you a brand new page with all the different benefits and ownership benefits from buying a Tesla. So you can see right here, lowest cost of ownership, 5-star safety ratings, and mobile service anywhere. But the catch thing here is these three benefits, as they've labeled right now, is actually the same benefits for personal ownership. We do have low cost of ownership, we do have 5-star ratings because it's the same exact vehicle, and on top of that, there is mobile service, as long as the issue that you're describing to the service department can be fixed by mobile service. We actually had this recently where the trim of the wheel well of my Model X popped off, that plastic piece, and mobile service came by to fix it at the end there. We've got a couple other benefits here, because if you didn't know, there actually is a complete fleet department within Tesla where they sell to business owners or companies or things like that, even Turo actually as well. If you're looking to ramp up and build out your fleet, you can talk to them and they can give you some, it's not necessarily a better deal, but it's just an easier way probably for you to purchase the vehicle. We've got driver benefits here, got company benefits, no cost of gas, and also community benefits on top of that. And of course, they got to pitch their charge anywhere using the supercharger network, convenience service, safety first, and then a nice little contact form at the end of the day, at the end of the page. But definitely some pretty interesting stuff. Let me know what your thoughts on it. I mean, this would be nice to send to anywhere that has a fleet section of their company. Maybe you can get a nice referral or use your referral code, which you probably can't, but that'd be nice, right? If you could do that. They should do that actually. Tesla should loop that up into the referral program. Like, hey, if you know someone at your computer that runs your fleet business, and if they're able to order as many Teslas as they want, you should be, as an individual, be able to reap some benefits through the referral program as well. I mean, that would be a good idea for Tesla. So maybe we should add Tesla at the end of the day. But definitely some interesting stuff. Let me know what your thoughts on it. We're going to jump into the live stream comments. But before we do that, this video is actually sponsored by my Patreon link. Now, down below in the description is the Patreon link for support the channel. So definitely hit that subscribe if you're interested, because if you join the Patreon, you can get access to the ultimate Tesla buying guide out there that has links to all the credit unions and banks out there to get a lower interest rate for financing your Tesla. So definitely check it out. Patreon link down below in the description. All right, the inventory site was available a couple hours ago, but it is very limited number of cars shown. It must be doing a small up. Inventory Tesla data will be taken down tomorrow temporarily, and so if you're looking at inventory counts, really our only bet is waiting for Tesla.com so we can see all the different total counts of inventory that's out there. Model 3 demo inventory has been dumped, so there's plenty of out there, but it would be pretty interesting to see, like, if we go to a Tesla store local to us, do they have a different inventory count that they can see that we cannot see? And most likely the answer is a yes to that. Mark just drove a Model Y tonight. Nice, congrats. What'd you think? Model Y is nice. Actually, funnily enough, if you follow me on Twitter, we posted something earlier today. Let me write this idea down because I want to add, because now that's a good fleet and referral. So we posted something earlier today because we have been in a Model Y for the past 2 days because I wanted to check it out again to see how the new suspension is. It's a 2022 Model Y, so maybe it doesn't have it's got like the newer suspension, but maybe not the 2023 suspension. Still comfortable at the end of the day, but not like it's not like as comfortable as I would hope it to be in terms of suspension. But I mean, it's not Tesla's fault. It's a heavy car. You can't have soft suspension with heavy cars. But we posted this early because we've been paying a pretty good rate for our Tesla Model Y. You can see right here, because we've got Hertz, and Hertz has Model Ys, of course, and Model 3s and Polestars on top of that. We've been paying $32 a day per day plus fees and all that stuff for a total of $90 for 2 days of rental. So basically $45 a day. I did have to go to a supercharger today, and it's pretty interesting because when you pick up a Hertz rental car, a Hertz Model Y, they give it to you at whatever charge or state of charge it is. It was actually not full, even though it says that on the contract. I should have thought of that. But they gave it to me at 80%. And they said that you have to bring it back with a 70% state of charge. So I can only imagine, like, there's people out there that are probably confused. They don't know what to do, or they don't know how to charge a Tesla. And so if you don't bring it back at 70%, you will get charged a fee plus charging. And it's like a $35 fee. But thankfully, I went to a Tesla supercharger, charged it up. It's probably going to cost us, what, 16 kilowatts times like the 40 cents. I don't even know quick math what that is, but still at the end of the day, it's very interesting because now I don't have to stop at a gas station, and I just feel comfortable driving a Tesla versus a gas vehicle at the end of the day. But these Teslas, I will say, they are 100% beat up. All four rims are curved because you have to use this key card. The panel where the camera is, the B pillar or whatever, is all scratched up because everybody's kind of like rubbing to it with the key card and things like that. And so it's definitely unfortunate, but it's cool. It's cool to be able to jump into another Tesla when you're out and about. NWE network with entrepreneurs. What's the website for Tesla discount inventory? It's waitingfortesla.com. Rodrigo, Tesla trying to break me. They updated the ED for July 2nd to July 14th. I'm not feeling for it. I'm keeping my cool. Wow. Okay, Rodrigo, that's interesting. You're probably the first person I've heard they pushed it to July. So I guess they're not making that end of quarter rush. Lucas, my local Cleveland store has a lot of Model 3s. Whole lot is filled to the max. Tesla website says only a couple are available. Okay, so then that means that they still are manipulating inventory at the end of the day, which we suspected that would be the case. Any idea on if June Model 3 have hardware 4? I know that the Model Y starting in June has it. I don't think any Model 3 has hardware 4, unfortunately, at this point. Mike, I saw a sub 36 Model 3 with 4K miles on it, Mississippi. So that was pretty cool. Waiting a little longer. Only one sold in my area today, so there's a little demand. Good for me. Yeah, exactly. Like here, there's some deals. Like here's one. Maybe this is one you were talking about. Mississippi, right? MS. Brandon, Mississippi. $3,600 discount with 1,600 miles. Well, actually, it's even got less miles than that. But this seems to be a good one. I would be going for this one because I like the color blue, especially on the Tesla vehicles. Because white, I feel like I would just need to wrap it for whatever reason. What tax incentives are available for California buyers for the Model Y? Mark, actually, we made plenty of videos on that, but the TLDR is there's a lot. But the big one that most people qualify for is CVRP, but then there's CVAP, and then there's Samuel Quinn. There's a bunch of them out there that you potentially could qualify for, but really CVRP is the main one for most people. Mark's got my Model Y 5 white with towing on Monday, hardware 4 and PPF in front of back tires. Nice, Marks, congrats. Patience. I know you've been waiting for a bit, and congrats to you that you were able to get hardware 4.0 plus the PPF, because both of those are rare things at this point, and you were also able to get with the white on top of that. So congrats to you. Enjoy it in good health, and thank you everybody for joining in. Thanks for watching. Definitely we got a giveaway going on this Friday if you want to join in. Thanks for joining in on this late stream. Thanks for hitting the like button, the comments, and everything like that. Definitely consider using a Tesla referral code down below in the description if you're interested in buying a Tesla, so that you can get an extra 1,500 or 500 supercharger miles. We've got a giveaway going on with Vion. Shout out to Vion. If you're interested in winning this Tesla Model Y sunshade, head on over to our community page on our Tesla YouTube channel so that you can join in. It's like this post right here, this video, and then we're also kicking off another giveaway with 3D Mats USA. If you're interested in winning floor mats for your Tesla Model 3 or Model Y, definitely hit that subscribe, because this Friday we'll be kicking off our 2-week giveaway with 3D Mats USA to give away a set of all-weather floor mats. If you want to check them out before that, definitely check out the discount codes down below in the description for all the different Tesla accessories that exist out there. But let's run through a few more of these. Chris, thanks, Mark. Also in CA, and wonder the same question you asked about for Model Y incentives. Well, it's the same, actually. All the incentives for California in terms of electric fuels is the same thing for Model 3 and Model Y. Mike, the sub 36 one sold in about an hour. Haha, the high mileage fleet vehicles are still to come. Being patient, so it's hard. Thanks for the live stream. I look forward to it every day. No, thank you, Mike. Thanks for the kind words, and we love coming on every single day. But high mileage is like 3,000 to 4,000 miles. Sometimes I've seen one like 5, 6, 7, but those are really rare. Most of them have like 3 or 4 in terms of the ones where they have good discounts. Marks, thanks. I'll have to check out your videos. I just discovered you. Nice. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for coming by. Marks, no, thank you. Thanks for coming in always, and love that we were able to help you out and help you out with getting a good deal, or at least with the best technology at the moment. The Model Y is very popular. Yes, 100%. But thanks for watching, everybody. Thanks.